Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Some more Planet Crafter finally. We missed last week. I was feeling absolutely just awful. Could not have done the live stream. I probably couldn't have even made it an hour of the live stream last week. And it would have not been a very entertaining hour at that. Today, Timmy is the one that's not feeling well. He's a little sick. Threw up 3 times this morning. And then pooped right behind the back door that I had to clean up. Messy poop. And then he pooped really something nasty earlier in the yard. So hopefully he's feeling a little better now, but he's still not feeling great. Today you get 2 treats because you did eat your lunch. He gets 2 treats. 1. See if he wants to eat those. That's all you, buddy. Yeah. Good afternoon, Backwoods. How's it going? I'll go ahead and get this pulling up. Yeah, we're going to do Planet Crafter today, of course. And I don't even recall what I had done last. I have not played the game in like 2 weeks. Actually, just realized I probably should check and see if there's been any updates to some of the mods, as I have been having that problem with the auto DNA mod not wanting to work. No. Last mod I have was updated on July 25th, so no updates since the last time. Arg, did it again. Did what again? Did you not get a notification? Did YouTube do it again? Oh, you're halfway through one of them. He's got half of one treat munched down. So yeah, I know I'm... God, I'm trying to remember where we were 2 weeks ago because I haven't played since then. That we are waiting on Aqualis to kind of catch up so I can teleport back and forth with the mod there. And so I'm not so worried about that because we're just basically waiting on it to reach full terraform and then unlock Quasar Quartz recipe, I think it was. So I know we did, I know we started on Selenio, getting the big silk thing going there. Except that's the problem. The auto sequence DNA mod is not working right, or it's causing a lot of stutters, which means can't be mass producing silk larva right now. They have to find an alternative option for that. Hey Jenny, welcome. I'm feeling better, other than Timmy woke me up too early this morning because he was sick. He was throwing up and pooping everywhere. So he's not feeling good. Playtest game you sent me. I did not see that. So let me look. If I can ever get past all these little pop-ups. I don't see anything from you on the Discord. Star Rapture. I think I've actually seen that one. Let me pull that up, but I'm pretty sure I recognize that name. Star Rupture? Could it be that one that you're thinking of? Not Rapture, but Rupture? Because that one I did put on my list a while back. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I've had that on my wish list for a while because Creepy Jar is the development company behind Green Hell, that I've played on the channel, that Amazonian rainforest survival game. And that was, very well done, in my opinion. It's a really good game for, the theme that it has, and they just continue to add more stuff to it after release. It is a tedious building game because of the styling and the nature of how it's supposed to, play out in terms of theme. But yeah, when they announced Star Rupture a while back, I immediately added it to my wish list. So I've got it on there. I see it still just says 2025. And I see they got, it looks like some more screenshots have come in for it. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. You know, it's base building with combat, which we got base building and combat in Green Hell. But it's also got going through the images. Actually, you know what, let's just get that pulled over. We'll just pull it up here so we can all look at it. This is a YouTuber thing. You know, a smart YouTuber would do this. So yeah, Star Rupture. Let's go back to the images here. So we've got obviously production lines, you know, conveyor belts, fancy looking conveyor belts, big machinery. It's got a very SAS Factory feel. Hello, Sticks. Oh, I didn't see that you got a playtest thing. Let me check the library and see, because I've got a whole, if I can find it. I see Stardew, Starfield, and Stay of Decay. I don't see a Star Rupture on there, so it looks like I did not get that playtest for it. I'm looking at my list, and I just yeah, Star Wars, Stardew, Starfield. That's the stars I have in my list. I don't have Star Rupture in there, so I didn't get the test. Blind Descent. Now that one I have not. I don't recognize the name of. Blind Descent. Now see, it's got a thing saying playtest. Join the playtest. Okay, Martian Underground Adventure. Open world survival craft, yeah. Kind of interesting that Martian Underground, there's a lot of green grass everywhere. So I'm guessing that's the theme, is like, oh, there's life on Mars. It's just underground in big caves. Like it's Hollow Earth, but Hollow Mars. That looks interesting. It kind of looks like, graphically, it's not quite where Green Hell is, but it's got kind of that similar almost theme, and some of the giant creatures, it makes me feel like almost if I was playing Grounded 2. Or Grounded, which Grounded 2 is, I think, coming out now. Yeah, I didn't get the playtest thing. Did the playtest end on it, maybe? Because sometimes the playtests are like limited. Oh, view. Okay, so if I go down the page and look where it says join the Rupture playtest, it shows view invite. So I still have to actually accept the invite, and now I have accepted the invite. And I think I might wait to install it after the stream is over, so I don't mess up anything on the stream. Okay, yeah, you have to actually, it's not just it pops up in the library. I had to go and actually click to view the invite. But thank you for sending me the invite. I'll see if I can get some time and play on it. Maybe even do some, I don't know, is there a limit on the playtest? Can I do a video? That's enough jibber jabber for me. Timmy ate both of his snack sticks, so let's go ahead. We'll get diving into the game and keep chatting about the other games. See if it pulls. There it is. Okay. So I know I still got my Silk stuff going here, and I know we did Silk stuff on Selenia, but again, I don't have a way to, for some reason, I don't know what it is causing the conflict. I can see, like, even now my frame rate's bouncing more than it usually would. But if I put the auto sequence DNA, it's just gonna like zero out and then come back up, and then zero out, come back up. Goes till the 11th? Okay, I will see about that. I did build this since last stream that we actually did 2 weeks ago, because I was trying to think of a way to integrate it. And I also realized that we get puny mega. It's not a mega dome. It's a big dome, but it's not a mega dome. Because we go to the other worlds, and the domes are bigger. You know, we've got domes on Selenia that fit entire buildings under there, and this thing is like not even gonna fit a 3x3 large hab room. So yeah, that's not a mega dome. Unless the other domes are the ultra mega domes. And I'm fine with calling them that, because I always think, anytime I hear ultra mega something, I just think in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, ultra mega chicken. If you know Aqua Teen Hunger Force and ultra mega chicken, then BillyWishDoctor.com appreciates you. At least my other mods are still working fine, not having problems. Let's see, I did throw a suit, and I see they finally got it fixed where the suit does not have to be redisplayed every time to get it to actually show correctly, so I can do some decorating. I'm thinking now I want to make use of the Mega Dome as like maybe a big, just, you know, big display area for suits and such, because I got a lot of suits. I got a lot of suits. But I don't want to put it there. I just kind of did it there because I want to do some kind of alignment thing off of this with like maybe build. Oh, I know. Let's see. If I do, I know I can stack upwards, and I'm gonna build a floating area for it. I think that's what I want to do. While I let my tokens rebuild, because I did burn through a lot, I think, the last stream. I think that's when I did the, spent a lot to buy energy fuses and such. Alright, so yeah, we need some titanium. Go to 2. That should be good. Alright. I kind of like the idea of having this as sort of a, I don't want to get in the way of that if I want to keep building, but maybe have it be almost like the dome and everything is over top, kind of like that's the upper floor. Of course I can't build that there. Okay, fine. Let's just see. I'll go, let's say I want to do like a 3x3 room. Well, make sure we avoid rockets, so... Oh, and I was thinking I might have to do something over here. You know, we're going to do it in the middle, that's fine. Let's just do it like this. I really would like to see if they ever make a sequel instead of a DLC. That it's, you know, everything is actually designed to line up together. Let's see, how's that? Oh yeah, I was gonna hit the mic button, but I didn't get to it in time. I'm thinking now maybe not this, but a little bit taller. I can get up there. Hey, how they changed it so now the rooms don't interact the same way they used to. It used to be you could either fly straight up the side with a jetpack, or even scale it backwards to get up the side. Now it only works up to a certain height. Okay. And you still have to do some kind of thing, basically, because it's not treating it like there's a ground level there. This is tall enough, I think. Should I go taller than this? I feel like this is a good height level to kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna build a 3x3 room, living compartment. I could do the living compartment with dome part, but why do that when we got mega dome? Do that, and I'm gonna build like a, I don't know. Now I'm kind of, well, I do want the mega dome to kind of be a display thing, and in the end, I was kind of wanting to have that be drivable too, all around, which I'm not doing. Because it was kind of, I ran into alignment issues when I tried to build a ramp down the side to the ground below for the vehicle. Ran into issues with the platforms throwing off alignment along the way because of the slopes. So I gave up on that. Definitely want that mega dome up, open sky above it. Now I'm kind of thinking, what if I built me like a little underside section and actually tried to use the stairs for it. Not a fan of the stairs and the implementation, but maybe worth trying. Just go ahead. We'll do 1, 2, that. And I get this. There's the problem. There's jetpack that's not a jetpack. Okay. Now, let's just say 3x3. If I can get a snap. Nope. Did not. Trying to snap along the edge. That's the problem right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, on the edge. So I'll do this. Yeah, snap on this edge. Right, wait. That did the 3x3, right? Yep. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta be willing to fight it. There's that. Before I take all that out, probably need a teleporter. And water. That's just, I'm not even gonna name it yet. I'm just gonna throw a teleporter up there. And then I can focus on trying to build what will look like support structure to go up, kind of around it, but leaving space if I want to drive through it with the vehicle. I still feel like I want to try to do something with the vehicle being actually drivable around the base. Okay, we got that. That means I can go take this. I will crank it up there. Let's see if I actually can do it from here. Can I make it snap from here? No. And you know what? I think now that was the problem I had, is I cannot actually get the Mega Dome to snap to anything, or at least not to what I want it to snap to. Maybe I can snap it here is what I can do. Is the 3x3 room, I think it gives a problem. Nope, now it works. Okay, we got Mega Dome. come up here, and now we go in here. And then I feel like this is kind of where I wish we had just a kind of like the living compartment corner, how we got that framing to the windows. We could have something like that, but maybe I just put a window on each side and just do it that way. So yeah, I can come up here. If I keep the 3x3 room, I might get rid of the 3x3 room and just have the dome be up there. We'll have some funny looking, you know, support stuff going for it. Let's see if we get to about, of course it's not lined up with the actual structure. Oh, it's close. Kind of in that snapping part, and with this it didn't snap quite right, but I think that works. I wish these would snap on top of each other. We could do that, devs, in the new DLC expansion updates. Come on. See? Snaps to the side. It snaps underneath. It doesn't snap on top. So you can't build your foundation up from below without fighting with it. This with it looking like it's actually touching, and of course it's gonna embed inside. I wonder, there is a mod that's got like I think it's Foundations Plus is the name you can get, where it adds variations on the foundations themselves. So it's, you know, like 1/4 as tall, half as tall, half as wide. A bunch of different options. I did not use it yet because I did not see a need, and it looks like the bottom of this is thick enough that that will not be a problem. But yeah, if you were kind of wishing that there was a better solution on some foundation options, I'm pretty sure it's Foundations Plus. I might be getting that mixed up with the S Plus for Arc, but yeah, there's a mod that gives new foundation design options to the game, and are, you know, basically just more of these. Let me bring that in by at least one. Yeah, that looks about right. We can't crouch, because a crouch probably would let me place that where I want it to go. See, the snapping would not cause that problem. Alright, we'll do. No, there we go. Sometimes you gotta wiggle around it just right. And of course, I'm turning off build constraints so I can build where it lines up properly to the way I want it to. Because, yeah, there's so many things in the game that actually do not line up very well. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably should have it where it's not like that, but 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So it's 4 posts supporting that, because I still want to have it where I can drive through it. So what do we think? Is this going to be suitable enough for that? Because, again, I kind of want, like, I want a display area for all my suits, because I got a lot. Like a whole bunch of these. And I was like, you know, the glass little habitat dome room that's not exactly a circle. That one. You know, you could do it. But with this, I could make like a super size, like just, you know, as I keep finding more and more suits everywhere, you know, some containers have 3 copies of the same suit. You'll just keep grabbing them, and I just build like this big museum type area of suits going all around. So you walk in, you got all these suits going around, and then we got plant pots and such. The bonsai pot's very small, but the big flower pot, I did put some outside the front of the base, so I was kind of like thinking I could add some more plant pots in here, just turn it into a nice little like lounge area sort of thing. All right, welcome back from helping your mom. Wonder how the displays will work on those. Over here. Could do some light boxes too. I don't know. The more I'm kind of playing with this now, the less I'm liking the Mega Dome. It just feels not quite finished. It's not really that big. And like we should have a 2 size option, like this size and then the really big size, like we see on the other planets, where we could actually build inside of it with like other stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I could do a living compartment in here, except it does not line up. Look at that. It's not lining up to this. Okay, so I can't, I mean, you know what? Let me see. What can I build that's just a basic? There. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it was that kind of throwing off the alignment, but let's try it again. Yeah, some reason it kept the askew alignment from those when it opened up. All right, so I can build in here with that. I could build in here with that. I'm pretty sure I did try the 3x3 and it is not going to fit in here because you can't target well enough for it to place. And then you'd also have a thing in the way for you to walk through. So I feel like this should be a bigger dome. I'm kind of changing my mind now on the dome design idea. Now I'm thinking of just doing the little habitat room. Yeah, instead, not even doing it all the way up there, just doing something like this where, you know, walk in, guess I need to add to it, come in, and then, you know, each corner, some suits or plants, could make this kind of a, you know, walk through type of thing that leads to the dome, or the dome could be the walkthrough that leads to something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure on this anymore. After I got started with the dome, I'm feeling like I don't like it. I do want a place where I can put a lot of stuff on display. I need displays for suits, all the fish eggs, larvae, everything. I want to make sure I have a museum of sorts for all the stuff I've collected. Let's see. I'm already okay. I'm up to 171. That's moving quickly, and I mean that's you know, decent bit, and they're going steadily. Check, see how I'm doing on silk. Guys, now, not very good. And that is full again. Okay, look, you know what? I'm just gonna have to like, I'm just gonna have to clear this. I'm gonna have to do something different. Yeah. We're just gonna take them out. Good luck. Because without the auto sequence, I can't have this auto extract either. Now, I've got these so I can cover for the types of butterfly. Actually, you know what? Serena will keep. I'll keep a few of those. That should be good. Okay. So maybe it's not, you know, hung up and blocking silk from being produced. Bees already overflow. That's stuff. Yeah, okay. I guess. You know what? Let's go to Selenia, because that's where I need more silk production. Jenny, flaunting your authority, I see. Jason's not here to, you know, have you, you know, rub it in. Is he? He's got. I'm trying to remember how many months he's got. Oh, he's got 4 more months than you. I see it where he renewed the last time, or you know, posted the last time. So he's got 4 months more than you do, unfortunately. So you can't rub it in too much. You can still come back and be like, got you beat. Okay, I need more silk generators. Also gonna need more production. Work on the trade part. That seems to be doing all right there. Thinking. If I can get, there we go. Okay, doing all right here, and saving lag. Okay. Yeah, not having problems with those. Let's see, the bee, butterfly. I think either I don't have stuff being picked up because my drones are too busy, or I don't have anything, you know, nothing delivering. Okay. Supply everything. But apparently don't. I might not have it demanding stuff in the right spot. So I'm gonna clear these. I think I might move those somewhere else. Cause that's, yeah. Let's see. I mean, nothing special. And no, look, it's demanding. At least those. Oh, it filled up with the ones that's not demanding. Okay. You know what? We'll leave those, and then as I've done on the other one. I don't know why that got disabled suddenly. That might have been the problem. Okay. So steady amount of tokens here going. I just need to get some more silk going, and this is doing all right on the silk here. Yeah, we got enough. I can do 10 more silk generators. Zeolite and well, ooh, zeolite. Okay, that's part of the issue. I need to get some zeolite coming here. It's zeolite and water and oxygen. Okay, there you go. I'll put that back. I can go get some other stuff. That's why the portal thing, linking them, is so great. It's actually faster than doing the rocket, even on loading. Let's see, water and oxygen. Okay, water down there, oxygen, and what is it? Zeolite. I'm getting a little bit more stutter here, but that might be the drones. They seem to be doing a bit. think I did 3 on that side. Okay. There we go. Last ones. All right. A little bit more. I need another floor of fuses. That's 18 fuses. Yeah. 3. Yeah, 18 fuses. Plus the cost of that. That's not a problem. 18 fuses. Let's see. How much? 175,000. Let's see how much 18 fuses is going to cost me. Back on Prime. I've got to get other supplies from Prime to build the optimizer, so might as well just come here and order those. Let's go with, yep. So 18. That's only 90,000. That's fine. We got it. We'll go ahead and do it. 90,000 tokens for 18 optimizer or 18 fuses for 6 more optimizers going across. Yes. That's how you get the money. Now I feel like I want to do after this, I'll maybe go back to Humble and see if we can tweak my Pulsar Quartz setup there. I'm still doing pretty well here. Obviously, I don't want to build anything too far away in terms of drone pickups for stuff. So, I feel like I might, because I do need a lot of silk for Selenia. I'm feeling like I kind of want to do a whole batch of ecosystems, and then just we'll make sure it's not sitting there like, you know, anything. Yeah, we'll just do it. Go ahead and do that. That's part of this too. Which of course, just to help me with building everything, and a lag on these. Yeah, that's a pretty significant little lag right there. So that's 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I got 8. Okay, see the underside. We can't go through the water. That'd be funny if we could actually swim up through the water from below. It would be kind of a nice little surprise. But yeah, all these frogs, everything. This is not about terraformation, even though it will help on Selenia. This is just to get some larvae going. We're gonna tweak around that. Qualis 2.45. I need to get to 7. Selenia 25 TTI. Granted, I have not launched as many rockets at any other planet or any other spot as I have here, so I still haven't launched the tier 2 ones because the cost. Mainly it's the tier 2 rockets. At some point I will do that to kind of bump it up higher. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I don't want that there now. Actually, I think I may just end up doing up there. Go build a little thing based around the dome on top of the waterfall and let that be the decorative home for this planet. while we wait. 'Cause I know it might help if I take these out. Yes. And oh. All right. Kind of thinking these and not thinking about getting the other ones. Oh. There we go. Okay. Okay, still waiting on that, so... Oh, yeah. I'll have to empty some larvae out of them when I get ready to deconstruct the ecosystems. Which is fine. But right now, I'm just going to let them do their thing, and I'm going to come up here to the top. All of this. You see, this is kind of following the path you're supposed to follow. But obviously, the jetpack is a requirement. Yeah, I think this is going to be good for a nice decorative outpost. Just for the visibility of everything. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, I never did come up here and get that. I don't need it, so we'll leave it. Let's see. I guess call that roughly the middle kind of spot. Great. You know, let's just drop down in here. I'll just go as much as I can to, I want to say that is somewhat directly above me. Does cast a shadow on everything. And now I actually can do this. Okay. See if that actually, this, I think it is touching. Alright, let's take a look here. Yes, that is in there. I am good with that. So I will just do it like this. Give myself a spot over here. I'll say that looks about the same on, yeah, coming right to the outer ring that's just out. You see how that, again, not actually lined up together. Like the foundations, the rooms are not actually designed to fit together that well. Do it this way just so I can make sure I'm lining it up, not leaving a gap. This down to the ground so it's embedded. Yeah, we'll go one more. I got supplies, why not? There. So now it looks like we've got some kind of supports holding it up instead of building an actual just platform underneath. You can see my rockets, the trade rockets, but not the platforms from here. It won't show the grid. So yeah. Also, you can kind of see how thick that base of it is. if I do it this way, I think yeah. Wow. Oh, no, not that way. Okay. Let me get up here. Maybe I guess do it on this side then. So it's not going to snap. Okay, apparently I can't get my jetpack to want to stay on either. Oh, too far. Do that. And, oh no, I did that right. Yeah. So instead of snapping to this, because it only wants to snap on a corner, I'm gonna snap this one like that. Okay. Actually, I probably... Oh, no, I couldn't have done that way, because it would have caused some sort of problem, I'm sure. I will use the door. Alright, we got a storm coming. Right at me! Good opportunity. Let's get inside. Oh, yes! Safety. Safe inside my big, not mega dome. It'd be nice if we could do like windows all around the panels instead of just on the junction points. I'll say that would be kind of a nice touch. And I'm going to put this in the dead center. So this will be the access area. You come in here. I'll time it with the stupid meteor strikes. So yeah, you come out here. We'll go left, right, back, you know, whatever. We'll go this. Ah, Jason. Oh yeah, now you are 58 months. Just talking earlier about, you know, you still got one up on Jenny. See how that looks from here. Oh yeah, not too bad. It's actually alright. What did I use all those quasar quartz for? But hang on. Oh, wow, that I didn't realize they were that expensive. That's kind of pricey, I would say, for those. Okay. Oh, yeah, I said that earlier. I gotta go in empty inventory. What? No, you did not just you did. That, you know, click through stuff is just so annoying on games. Like, please make it where the targeting works like targeting should. You're looking at it, you target it, not the stuff behind it. Saying that, not just this game. I mean, it's No Man's Sky does it. Can't remember if I've actually had that problem in Starfield. With the building. Starfield, I've had a whole mess of other problems. Okay, so we got all those. Gonna dump the butcher flies, bees, and such. Let them do their thing. I got a silky. That's nice. That should be still on my water, algae, bacteria. I put the common larva away. Ah. There we go. Okay, that's that. And oh, that it's supposed to already pick them up and move them over here. 12, and I've actually got some spare. Let's see how this stacks. Bunch of trade fuses when I need them. Oh. I did not try it. I did not even know about the, like, I didn't get any notification for being given the playtest invite by Jenny. She had to mention it. And then I had to literally go and scroll down on the store page for the game on Steam to see where it was talking about the playtest, and it said view invite. So it literally did not give me any kind of notification for it, and I just found out earlier in the stream that she sent it. So I haven't played it yet, but I will try to later, maybe this evening or tomorrow. I'll see if I can get some time in it before the playtest ends. I told her it's one I've had on my list for a while, and I just realized I got 12 and I was supposed to get 18. So yeah, I left some fuses back where I was not supposed to. We're just gonna make a mess out here of ecosystems. Oh, I love it. I built the ecosystem and immediately I am flooded with mushroom trees. So I'm just going to turn on my disable build constraints because, you know, you're going to immediately make it where I can't build next to stuff. And trap me in mushroom. Why does it have to be mushroom trees? I don't like the mushroom trees. They're fugly. Can we turn off the mushroom tree part? I feel like we should. I feel like that should be a thing. We should be able to go and disable the mushroom trees on these. Like, give us the effect, but not the visual. We just want the plain ones. Or, you know, again, maybe choose a different tree to go with it. You know, we got something else. I got the big, tall redwood trees here. Now I got these little ugly mushroom trees all scattered all over this place and messing up the whole vibe. And you see how ugly they look right there. You know what? I wonder if that's because the trees I have planted are the mushroom trees here. But I might try to get some more redwood seeds and see if that'll change it. I know it did the mushroom trees also on Humble, and I'm pretty sure Humble I didn't build anything with the mushroom seeds. Something else. So you like it, and you did not find much lag, but Jenny had some lagging spots. I mean, you know, it's obviously, I would assume it's going to go early access, not just straight full release, because, again, what we were talking about earlier is Creepy Jar, the makers of Green Hell. So, you know, considering they did Green Hell in early access, I would assume they're going to do Star Rupture in at least some early access. Maybe a good bit, you know, before they go early access have in place, but then early access, polish it up, get feedback during early access on what needs to be changed, and then, you know, do the final tweak and the push to full release. My hope is it's not too, like, on the combat, doesn't become too heavy on, like, the tower defense style of things. There's several games that have already been trying to do that with, like, you know, Occupy Mars, I think, is one of them, where, like, oh yeah, you're gonna defend Mars, and you're doing it as like a tower defense thing, which is fine in a certain aspect, but it was like they were mixing tower defense with open world exploration, survival, and for me, it just ended up being like, where's the focal point? Because you got random enemies that come in, then you got waves of enemies like the tower defense, and it just didn't feel like it had the right flow to it. got. These are way too fast right now. I'll say I need more of this going, which I did just improve with these. That's that floor. I gotta get this floor filled, and then hopefully have another. Oh, I got enough now. I can go ahead and order the fuses. Now that'd be another 90,000 tokens for more fuses. Let's see how I am doing here before I run into more storage problems. That is empty. Even though it's asking for stuff, it's not getting the general production stuff. We've got silk coming in, bee coming in. The only thing I'm not going to worry about over here is, yeah, bees in there. No silk. We do not want silk in there. Surprisingly, I do have golden larvae in there. That could be part of the problem. That's the problem with this. I can't go in and select it. See how it's like. Come on. There. Randomly, it lets you do exactly what you should be doing. For some reason, it's like some kind of targeting on a certain spot where it says, oh, wait, no, not that. Okay, no silk. No, yeah, okay, that should be fine now. That should cover everything. Got to the end of the game, ready to go home. Then it says wait for instructions to go out, survive. So it is a very short one right now. Occupy Mars, I just kind of stopped paying attention to their stuff because, again, it was kind of interesting, the whole like, oh hey, you're gonna do open world survival with a tower defense style thing, and it was, you know, like, oh, we're gonna take elements of SAS Factory where you're doing conveyor belts, like supply chains to produce materials, but also you gotta produce ammo for your turrets, and then you gotta do the tower defense thing of pathing to try and force the enemy waves to go a certain way into traps. And it was like, okay, at what point do you realize you've added too many different little elements to it? You're trying to cram too many different vibes, too many different directions to one thing, you know, like this. We've got you terraform a planet. You gotta get your terraformation index up. Oh, we're gonna add stuff that lines up with that. You got butterflies, you know, the insects. You got amphibians, fish, you know, animals. You got all that stuff going. Hey, you know, we're gonna have automation. Well, here's drones. We're not gonna go too crazy on the automation. Granted, I feel they could add a little bit more fine-tuned controls to it in a way, but, you know, they're not like, okay, now we're gonna add conveyors and doing all this, and oh, now we're gonna add alien animals that are going to randomly attack you, and just, you know, they decided where they wanted to focus on and stuck with it. And I get the whole idea of like, oh, we want to be and we're gonna do a tower defense game, a part of the whole Occupy Mars. You want to control Occupy Mars, so we're gonna be attacked by something, you know, great. Then, you know, focus on that. You're gonna get attacked by waves of enemies, and the whole point is survive. Kind of like, you know, 7 Days to Die has that same sort of styling to it. It's survive against what, you know, basically waves of enemies on the 7th day. Oh, it's Occupy Mars? Then it's not that one that I'm thinking of. It's another one. I mean, there's so many different ones that have come out in that style as of late. I've got it. I played it during like a demo thing. I've got it saved somewhere. Occupy Mars. Okay, yeah, it's not Hostile Mars. See, again, there's too many games with similar things. Hostile Mars is that factory building game focused on combat. So it's tower defense, but you're also doing like SAS Factory where you have to go explore, find new resource spots. It's like, okay, why, where do you see that you're just blending too much stuff? You know, the tower defense, okay, you're doing tower defense where you gotta do that style. You're building in like a pathing type thing. Well, now you've got that where you're so focused on it, you know, it's like at least 7 days to die. It's you're surviving, and you got to go find your spot. And then when you got to build for that 7th day period to survive. And then, but you're not like, oh, I gotta go way over here and get this supply. Or you gotta, you know, as you build up, you've got to sit there on the highest, most ranks. You have to have, it's not a matter of, oh, you got to produce enough ammo to get through the wave. It's, you got to have the ammo being steadily produced and piped in through conveyor belts. So you're going with that, you know. Hostile Mars is, you know, just, it feels like they're just trying to cram together too much of that. Like, take out the wide exploration if you're going to do the tower defense. Just focus on, you know, in the tower defense waves, or it's a case of, you know, you can be more mobile. It's focused around you and not so much like a base location. I could not get into that game because it was just focusing too much on the focus was not tuned in enough. I haven't done Occupy Mars or Surviving Mars. Surviving Mars, I think, is that one that's like a kind of more of a top-down builder. Occupy Mars feels more like, you know, from the look of it, it's more like you're like on the movie and the book, The Martian. You're there trying to survive. You're first person, open world, crafting, survival thing. I want to say, I think the Surviving Mars you mentioned is one that's more like base, like more colony management, if I'm remembering right. And of course, then you got one that is basically kind of like this. Eden Crafters. Instead of Planet Crafters, it's Eden Crafters. You know, you get a game that is looking appealing, is doing well, and somebody's gonna say, we'll copy this. Like Minecraft got how many different derivatives from it? It's just like there's so many games out there that are just making, you know, lower grade copies of Minecraft with their own little tweaks that do not do well. Okay, that is not picking up here any. That's fine. I just need it to pick up over there. So hopefully that's going to get me some more silk, but I still need to get the auto sequence DNA working better, because now I think I want to build some more up there. Let's do structural. We got that. And try to decide. I could do a bunch of megadomes. Just here's a bunch of megadomes. Just all over. I wish we just had a proper circular dome of like about that size. I might do the biodome, actually, coming off of there, because then we get like kind of this, you know, in a ecosystem type environment, but in a controlled little area. Maybe a tier 2 aquarium off the back, so we can walk in and say like, oh hey, here's some fish. I feel like, let's do that. Let's do that. And it's not just lagging because I was trying to build ecosystems in the air. Those are lagging. Oh, of course. No longer available. It might be the crafting containers thing. Still need to do something with some of the new farms. What else could I build? I guess I could do a butterfly dome. I feel like, you know, the tier 2 dome is good enough for that kind of vibe. But I guess I could always go make me a fancy butterfly dome on the other side. Let's just start with these. Surprisingly, we don't have an animal dome. You know, animal dome where it's like a, you know, biodome specifically for the animals to have a little area to walk around in. Why is that not working? Okay, why is that not working? Oh, okay, so not this direction, but this direction only works one way. Okay, this is actually, I like this because I've got good visual down below, you know, and I could put some nice fish in there. Then we'll have, you know, let's try it here. Okay, same thing, only one direction will connect. This can work here, and we still get to come over here, have a view. Yeah. Should not look too horrendous from the outside. And we'll come here, and this will be like the, I'll maybe do the museum thing here. Or I may end up building out, doing like a split. Having this, actually I could still do the display stuff in here for the, all the suits could be in there along with like little planter boxes and such. And then this, I may have to see how I can do the these type of displays in here. If I can, I'll do it all on this, and then have this be my home, you know, bed, you know, lounging area, stuff like that. So you come in through here. I just need to get away, nice little, you know, some, like a little relaxing area, go through different spots. Want to be one with nature for a little bit, come in here. Let me see if I can do some lights and stuff to make that look a little bit better. I need fish eggs. We need, really, I feel like I want to do a mixture instead of just, I don't need it for, you know, golden larva or golden everything. Where did I put the fish eggs? Did I even do those yet? Maybe over here. Yeah. Maybe instead of that, I do one of the other ones. You know, something that have like a good visual contrast with the fish, with the golden larva. You know what, let's just check over here. Is this, I'm not sure what they visually will look like in the end. Like that, we can do that. I can find something. Yeah, I feel like we need like a biodome type thing where it's not the plants, it's not butterflies, it's not fish. We need one that's got like, okay, here's a little bit of a grassy area, maybe a little small pool in it, and it's an animal biodome for, or an animal's dome. It could even be like, it has to be bigger. It could be the size of the megadome, where you got like a little pool, you got the frogs there, and then you have even some insects in there. Give insects, because the frogs need something to eat, so you got insects. And then have the animals coming up drinking from the water. And maybe it'd be like even a little flowing water, like the ecosystem. You know, that could be kind of a cool little new tech for the next DLC. Because that does feel now like we're missing that. That could even be like the tier 2 animal shelter kind of thing. Like instead of the shelter being the improved version, whereas like here the butterfly dome gets superseded by the butterfly farm, we get the animal shelter superseded by the animal biodome, because it combines the regular animals and the amphibians for a bigger boost. Might need to do some more animals too. Trying to think how I want to do some stuff. Take some of this stuff with me. Guess I could go ahead and do that right now. See how that will place. Oh yeah, of course. At least the frog displayer can be placed on the wall. Could be a little floaty one, but it can go up there. this will work. Okay. So this would be a nice upgrade to this, is a way to have it where it snaps in line with the curve. So it will always snap around the curve instead of you kind of having to go and do like that. That's kind of one drawback of that setup. So I might actually end up just doing like a display wall like that for the, you know, like along one side, here's frogs, fish, and the frogs just split in 3 sections. And because we don't have any, we're not getting stuffed animal heads or anything like that. Oh, actually, you know what? I want to say, I think I tried the fountain already in this when I had it down below. I tried to build a fountain in the middle of this when I had it down on that end. And I want to say it would not let me place the fountain inside, which was disappointing. You know, I was like, why can I not place the fountain in here? It seems like the prime place to have the fountain. Let's just see if it will actually, will not go on top. I might have to do a fountain on top of the big dome. I may have to do that. Right now, let's see, that would be, this is middle of the whole platform. So, let me do like, right there, I think. Not like, they did not line up. Fine, I'm gonna get like right here. Gonna float above it. See if I can get it. Line up. There we go. There we go. Like that. Okay, yeah, some of that stuff we'll wait on doing till I get up there. I've got a ton of suits in here. That's why I was thinking about doing all this. Because look at all the different suits. I mean, some of these, I've got 19 of Roro, you know, Scooby-Doo suit. It's the Roro Shaggy. Occupy Mars, the water oxygen system is pretty buggy. Oh, well, yeah. It's early access. They got time. They can do it. Oh, just like the Redwood tree. Redwood Shaggy. And I got all these. I'm gonna move all the display ones. Like, these are the animal options we get for display. So I don't know if those will actually place on the wall. If they do, I might have to do that. And we got posters too. You know what? Just go ahead and let's clear some of this stuff out. Posters. Take the decorative stuff with me now. Up there. I think, yeah, that's it. If we could place like food items and such down on the ground, I would do that too. I'll leave those for right now. And we'll take that. And that. Let's go on up here. Boom, come in. We'll just go ahead. You know what? I'll do it. Kind of like maybe around the lines. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20 all around. 20 different suit options to be spread around. I feel like that is enough in terms of what I need to be able to display. Yeah, 20 options for the suits. Plus we can do some posters. Let's play some posters. I gotta go right click to build. And okay, posters do not like these walls. as well. Like, it's kind of glitchy in there. So the posters do not need to go in here. Again, stuff is just not fitted together right. We'll start back here. Do it like that. New bike. Exercise bike, I take it then? As opposed to the Harley that, Jenny got excited about. Wait, no, it's the same one. I got 2 of those. I'm not even putting them in alphabetical order. I just want to get them out here so I can see them. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll have to do something with those at some point. That's poster F. And then you just left click to grab them. So it doesn't even tell you the name when you look at it. Okay. Oh, it's something. So, is the exercise bike for the Parkinson's, is it just because of helping with the physical activity? Or is it part of the just kind of helping to retrain motor nervous system? Like, using the bike helps to retrain him using his legs kind of thing. I just got my... Because I don't have anybody in my family that I know of has Parkinson's. I was kind of interested in that because I'm not familiar with people using exercise bikes for the Parkinson's part. Oh yeah, just FYI. You can drink from the fountain, so, you know, if you want easy access to water once you unlock the fountain, you just place it there. And drink from the fountain all the time. Okay. So it's not so much that, like, he's using it to retrain his use of muscles or, like, to help his body adjust to the use of it. It's more just the physical activity, just to keep him active, I guess, helps with the condition. Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure to put in some bathroom stuff up there. Is there anything I haven't unlocked yet? Blueprint wise in this? No. But I got some suits I'll need to buy. I don't know, it's over here. I don't even have frog eggs for in there. You know, we'll do for now Stabu. Fish eggs up there. Configure Jen as a biker lady. Alright, so we got, yeah, nice gold. And Stabu, I could be one more decent, kind of visually appealing set of fish eggs. put in there, and that gives me a nice little visual. So I need to go and build a bunch of stuff there for the safe vault. May do that for storage up there, just so it looks like I do have that. I might do a server over here just for, once I get these cleared out, I could do a server over in the corner. So it's like, it's the mainframes for this stuff. That could kind of visually work. Okay, those are doing okay. Constantly going. Not running out. Of course, I think it's also dumping the extras over here. Where is it? Somewhere I put a fabric thing. There we go. Okay, so it's not that bad. I think it was bad before and I cleared it. Only pair of leather was pants, and you don't have them anymore. And only one tat. I mean, you don't have to technically have a ton of tats for being a biker person. You can always be a biker person with no tats, or a lot of tats. Yeah, let me go check, see if I got enough silk larvae for something else. Let's see, where did it go? There's silk. Ooh, we got another 10 we can build. So that is picking up a little bit better here with all those extra ones. I know I did some tree spreaders there to help with terraformation. I've got to... I wonder if I take those out, if that will help. And you know what? Ooh, I just realized, you know, it might also be... That could be it. It could be what I'm putting into the main tree spreaders that's causing those to look so ugly. We can try it here. Because I do have... Well... Well, you see. I need tree seeds. A lot of tree seeds. Need to make some more. Let's go and... where did I put them? This over here? I think. And I forgot I got some amphibians right there. Yeah, red woe. Which honestly, yeah, I kind of like the red woe better than the shriots any day. Plus, big difference. So that's 450% to 1300%. So I need tree bark, mutagen. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's see, tree bark, the mutagen, and I will need some fertilizer. Fertilizer. Put over here. I think I should have enough of that, but I could be wrong on that. Let's get that pushed a little bit over. So I really just need 8 of them to replace the ones here and see if that takes effect. I actually do have enough. More than enough. Oh yeah, so I've actually started doing a good bit of production of that, and then the tree root was... Yes. There we go. So I'll do 8 and see how that works. If that does clear everything, then, well, yeah. That save lag. I don't like the frog being here. I'm pretty sure I did move amphibians. I made some amphibian spots at my terraforming. No, I did not even do the amphibian spots yet, so I do need to get some golden frog eggs. Yeah, maybe if I come here and replace all these with red woes, besides getting rid of all these ugly ones, I can get the same effect with the ecosystems. Yeah, let's do this. Because even though I don't have enough to do it, we're going to do the amphibian farms. Be enough, so that's and number 8, which really is, you know, I had 1. That's really all I needed, but I'll go ahead and do a batch of 8 over here. Might as well maybe get this ramped up a little bit better. Do another 8. Great. All right, so there goes the 1 set of frog eggs, and I have room for doing optimizers in the middle, which, yeah, did we get animals? Oh, I think I did just get the animals fuse. Or I've got some animal fuses. Or no, maybe, you know, I didn't unlock them yet. That's one thing I'm still waiting on. Or we don't, no, we got, yeah, animals multiplier fuse. So I do have 1 for that right there. And then I'll do, whereas I got that 1. Ooh, you know, I just thought about that. That is going to be one thing about that, is having the food. I may have to keep the animal farms right over here, because delivering food there, I don't want to have to add that kind of travel over there for my drones to deliver food constantly. So if that clears up when I replace all the tree seeds, then I will keep the animals down there. Oh, wait, I don't need to take that. I can come here and drink my water from the fountain. I want to make sure that this is exporting properly. It should be. Oh, what? What am I thinking? I have to manually trigger it because I don't have the auto sequence running right now. Because it's buggy. Something's not working. Okay, so we'll get rid of those. 2.7, that's still gonna take a while. Oh, how many Blazar quartz? It is Blazar quartz, right? Or Blazar quartz. Blazar quartz. I got a few. Not a lot. But my money is racking up fairly quickly. I mean, it's not amazing still. Okay, I'm waiting on silk because of not having all the sequence DNA, so I can't just sit here and throw in the stuff to generate like stacks of it all at once. What? I told it to research. And I swear I hit the thing for it to research. I see Lerma. I know I did a bunch of those before it broke. Golden larva. So that's my silk one over here. Okay. So I'm going to load all the stuff up over there just so if the auto sequence DNA does start working, I can let it go. Or I may just may have to just do it where I suffer through the lag at some point and just let it stutter on me constantly. So that I can get a bunch of silk larvae going. I really hope that's whatever it is. I don't know what it is, and it may end up being something specific with my game and my setup. That's the problem. But I'm hoping that that will get addressed so I can have this running again. Actually, before we finish, I may go ahead and try it again, see if it's just suddenly fixed itself. Now, Jenny is more of a, she's not a, I mean, I'm thinking more of one of the little trikes, you know? Not dirt bike or moped, more like a trike, you know? Maybe one of the ones where it's the two wheels are in the front and the one wheel in the back. You know, so she could scoot around town. Ooh, maybe get one of the ones now that it's not even like a bike. It's more like a, it's like a three-wheel car. It's one wheel in the front, two wheels in the back. And you actually have like a roof that, like, I think retractable roof. Yeah, something like that. Ooh. Better yet, Jenny needs a hovercraft. A little hoverboat thing. Yeah, that's what she needs. Forget the bike. She needs to be a hoverboat, scooting along, grass, the water, I don't know if she got nearby, get a swamp boat. If you got space nearby that would work for that, get you a swamp boat. And I already had Red Woe too, so I didn't need to have it set up for 8. Ah, come on. Okay. While we wait, because I think I do have everything kind of optimized, at least for letting Selenia do its thing. We're gonna go to Humble. Do that to close it. And then open up thing to Humble. Four-wheeler with chaos. With chaps. Oh, yeah, you got chaps, not chaos. Riding a four-wheeler with chaps might look a little out of place. Just gonna say that. Let me look. Okay, that could be it. Because now that I'm here, yeah, these are showing those trees because that's what I've got going here instead of the Red Woe. Of course, now I've got that filling up. These are, yes, supplying. It's just I don't, I guess, have the stuff set right for demand on them. 1, 2, 3. Just the 3 right now. Okay, that's fine. I've got these all set with that. Not fully done with gold. But it's okay. Oh, that's not good. I got 5 rockets sitting here. Not launching. I need you guys going somewhere. I need you making me money. It's the whole point of having you. Gotta grab that Serena while I see it. Let's okay, so you know what? These we're going to add Abstrius. Okay. And Chevron. And I can't see past it. So Azure, I did Abstrius, I did Chevron. So we need to add the Azure to it. Where did it go? Azure. There. I can dump those in. And then I'm going to take the silk with me. They're somewhere here. I I think that's what I did. I did not clear. I did not set up something for that yet. I guarantee that's what happened. I didn't even put a spot for silk larvae yet, did I? Or nope. I did. Look at that. Okay, I'm dumping these. I'm gonna make room. Let's see, I got the Azure. Okay. Liani! And I saw, yeah, Fincy. Fincia! Galaxy, Astrius, and Impalio. Already got the Astrius, so we'll do the, see, Impalio. Pinga, funny. I can't remember where that cuts on those. I don't want to get like the really fancy ones. Just want to get rid of the junky ones I'm not using at the moment. And yeah, I did not set up a silk one. Ah, but there's my silk. Okay. Amel. All right, we're gonna get rid of Amel too. You know what? I may go ahead and just take all of those, like, literally out. I'm sure I did get... Yep, I got that. I'm going to just literally take those out of the temp thing. Just going to have it be golden and silk. That's it. That's all it goes there. Okay, let me see now. What's hanging up my pulsar quartz? I got zeolite, osmium, iridium, uranium. I mean, I'd made all of those like decked out. Osmium's full. Zeolite is almost empty. I'm not producing enough zeolite. Uranium, no. I'm losing uranium. Okay, but it's the zeolite, surprisingly, which I have ready production going for that. That is what's slowing me down. And let's see where I put it. I did. I gotta remember that I built down on this one. Look at that. Super alloy. Okay, so I'm about to overflow on some super alloy is what it is. Great. That might be, it's not the full thing that's causing it, because I do have like those going there. But, yeah, that's definitely not helping. Again, well, I don't like Humble's mechanics where you lose control on affecting how much you can produce of certain items. Because, yeah, I can produce more of this, but I'm also producing more of the super alloy and such. You know, it's not just, I can say, produce only the, uranium or something like that, you know. I'm literally locked into the RNG with that, which is why I don't like the Humble mechanics. It does make it more complex to play when you're doing that, but it does limit your ability to scale up without frustration. Because like these are apparently being ready to overflow on stuff. You know what? Here's the fix. Which I thought I had it already done that way. Lowest priority. So overflow. Boom. Okay. Alright, so now I still need to fix my zeolite problem. Obviously, osmium is doing very well now. Uranium's okay. I can always bring back uranium rods. It's not such a big deal. But why is zeolite not working? I've got plenty here. Unless the drones are just so tied up. No, it is producing, just not enough. Wow, okay. I did not expect to burn through zeolite that quickly over here when osmium was the previous issue. So, I mean, look at what I did. I had to do osmium rods, like all this to get enough osmium rods to have it recycled to osmium, and now I'm overflowing on osmium. Soon gonna be overflowing on osmium rods. I don't want to put osmium on there though. I'm gonna just let that fill up. But the zeolite, God, that's what's bothering me. How did I get stuck with not enough zeolite? Alright, here we go. 6 more. Let's go this way. You don't give in to peer pressure. That's alright, Jenny. We know you don't give in to peer pressure. That's why we're going to tell you not to get a tattoo, so you will. How many did I have there? 7, because I couldn't get the 8th one on there. Let's see if I can get these two build. Yeah. 2, 3. Okay. That's in the way. Okay. What? So I can't build it there at all. Like, is that no, you can't build here. Forget that. No, you can't build right here. There's nothing technically wrong. There's nothing in the way. It's just, no, you can't build in this spot. Like, literally no problem there. That should be buildable. Fine. We're gonna go this. The last ones. Okay. I will make sure I've got plenty of production going for the pulsar quartz. I'll say that's. Yeah, I wanted to do the pulsar quartz here because I've already got the silk generation going at prime. But now thinking about it, that'd probably be something I would do the next time I start over. Is instead I'll move the silk generation to one of the other ones, like I'm doing with Selenia or Humble, and then have it be, which one of the reasons I did Humble here was because of the fact that I have a big area to produce a lot of super alloy. But now I'm producing so much from the uraninite that I don't even need the super alloy down there. That might be something I would do, is like get it set up where I'm shipping the super alloy rods from here, which part of that is still goes back to the aluminum, because I have to get aluminum from specifically one source, which I seem to be okay on that now. That could be something. I could have this shipping super alloy rods to Prime in order to break stuff down for making more of other stuff, so I can focus on like the zeolite, osmium. Actually, you know what? The uranium and iridium. Much easier to deal with on Prime. Zeolite. I mean, large cave area. Osmium, I'm doing all right there. Actually, I could do much better here with osmium, so I could always ship osmium back there if I need to. I may do a separate little production thing there for some pulsar quartz. Now, I'm obviously not overproducing because that's not overflowing. Methane, I'm finally doing all right with that. Zeolite starting to pick up a bit. Osmium still way too much. So that's helping. But still, okay, uranium, iridium, I apparently have plenty right now. Uranium rods, uranium I'm actually doing a little better. I'm picking up. That's weird. Since I did that one little tweak on this, you know, clearing these out, I seem to be now producing more. With the uraninite. And I wish I could do something that would help to improve the speed on those. That's also part of it. Look at all the iridium. Iridium is blocking some stuff now. So, great. I'm gonna just make a bunch of rods. Let's see. How's that? Oh, yeah. Boom. Look at that. I guess one way I could fix this is I could set up, because obviously it's out of range, because I pulled from this first and not from the storage below. I could set an auto crafter down there to craft uranium rods, iridium rods, and osmium rods from that. Well, actually, though, the rods are going down there to be dismantled, so that's part of it. I'm gonna say that's no demand, and that's demand. Okay, so I could actually go and do that and have the, well, if I did too much, I'd have to wait for this to basically overflow, so that when this overflows and those are filling up, then it can say, oh, you've got extra here, so make a rod. Because that should not produce too much too fast. Like, see right there? Oh, there are some parts there that the drones are not coming to collect. That could produce a few rods, and the rods could go up. This should just be aluminum. Yeah, so I got plenty of aluminum still being used for stuff. Got those. Actually, I just gotta go through floor after floor to remember what I did. Yes, okay, that's how I got so much methane now. And then the nitrogen, if I happen to need more of that. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't played in 2 weeks, so I forgot some of this from before. How I want to do some of this to make sure it keeps pumping that out, because that is one of the things you don't notice something's wrong until you come back. And I need this to just, I mean, at one point this was producing so much that overflowed into there and was filling it up. Ah, yes, let me double check on that, because I am supposed to be getting rods, and I know. Okay, that's humble to prom. Yeah, so ship stuff there, that's there. Might want to check on my rods over there, back on prom, because that may have slowed down too much. You know what, let me just make sure I'm going to the right spot. Because, you know, didn't want to be, I went to like Selenia and then had to redo something else. those in. That should, boom, gone. Yeah, how's my thing going? Okay, so that's not launching. Why is that not getting anything? That one's obviously gone with supplies. Let's see, what is this one? Let's go into Qualis. That's fine. It's not really a big concern. So uranium rods are obviously overflowed. So it should be producing extra. Okay, and that's not backed up, so it's not like they're just ignoring it. Sometimes the flow is seems like stuff just gets a little hung up and then finally starts to catch up again. Okay, that is good, because that is just, oh yeah, look at that. Those are building up. That's about to start loading those up. That's doing good. Back up to 138,000. So hopefully that should help get some more pulsar quartz going. And now, yeah, again, I gotta remember to come here and do this, because I can't do the manual right now. Or can't do the auto sequence DNA right now. At least it was not working previously. It was causing too many issues. So I'll get that to 8. I can go swap out some stuff, see how that looks. I dumped a bunch of silk larvae, so... Oh, that is awesome. So I can do 30 more. I'll grab the water there. And I'm probably going to need to go ahead and that was not the right one. And that. I think this is going to be enough to go over the amount of the next floor. We'll go. Okay, you know what? I don't trust that. I think that did the right color. Yeah. I didn't pay attention to changing color, so I want to make sure. This time, ooh, all those, all my drones going. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. Now, I want it to be that there's so much, this is overflowing, and then I can build some more launching platforms. Okay, so we're gonna do this. So one, two, three, four. I think that was it. I can't even tell anymore sometimes. Actually, I should have been doing this side first. I should have done the opposite wall. Okay, going around that. And I should have gone towards the front so I could do the curve around, yeah. Okay, now yeah, I did not squeeze things in quite correctly. I should be able to actually, you know what? It might be this. These might have scooted forward they did. Scooted forward just a little too much. Apparently, as I'm lining them up on that side, I'm not lining them up just right on the back wall. Okay. Let's try this again. That one's just a little too far forward too. Not that really matters that much, but try to squeeze this in as much as I can. And I did not do any better in the end. Not do any better. Still left a bit of a gap. Okay, and yes, now yeah, I got like one more I can do. I should have been able to squeeze in another one on that floor. Oh, come on. Place it. All right, I'm climbing the mountain, climbing up the cliff. Go over here and do it. There we go. I think I did those a little wider than I should have done them, because I'm actually having to walk between each floor. There we go. Okay, so that's another floor to get those filled up. Oh yeah. Building up, good. Yeah, I just want to keep this going until it's overflowing. They're producing too much fabric, then I can worry about expanding more on the rockets. Ah, good. Okay. And 142,000. So Jenny, you're back. Jason had to leave. Alright, I'm gonna put some more flower pots out. Yeah, lined up about right. Okay. Alright, now I need seeds to make those. Well, not those. I need flower seeds. Okay, so I went with. Yeah, we're gonna do Volnus and Orima. I think I didn't do those before. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I think it was Tuska. No, I did do. I guess the Volnus. And I already did that. Okay, so fine, we'll do that. You see how it's laid out on the outside and then that one there. So you gotta do the middle one first, then one of the sides on each. So this case, I'm gonna change it up. So it'll be the same, but it's gonna be, yeah, flipped. So 2 on the outside, then that one in the middle. There we go. I wish you would actually just do it in the sequence that you put them in, like that, but it doesn't. So, how is Timmy? He is Lay in there. Hear me? Oh, that's how he is. He's like, belly rub. I need belly rub. Oh, that's a warm belly. That's a warm belly. Oh, that tickles. Hey, he seems okay. He's not throwing up. He hasn't moved from there, so. Ginger tea. I think I have ginger tea, but it's like ginger tea and like probiotics. So it's not just straight ginger tea. And I'm pretty sure I've seen where tea is generally, yeah, dogs can drink ginger tea, but in moderation and with vet approval. Ginger is safe for dogs for nausea. So you could do like giving them just ginger, like when they may eat grass when their stomach's upset. But you can just give them ginger, period. I know there's something about tea is you can only give dogs so much tea because tea is semi-toxic for them. I need to do something with these plant pots inside too. I wish the big plant pots would let us at least put like a tree seed in. Like maybe we could have like a small tree pot. You know, we don't grow the biggest trees. We just grow like a smaller version of the tree that's limited to a certain size. Ooh, my circuit boards are doing pretty well. That's good. Guess I could go and turn that off now. Because it's burning through some stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. I needed to make sure I had plenty of them, and now I do. That seems to be waiting on phosphorus. That's the problem. I'm not getting any phosphorus from Aqualis. I think my shipments have stopped from over there. May have to launch prematurely back to Aqualis just to see what's going on. Some things cause things to bug up, I think. Yeah, just to try it. I'm not sure if that's going to actually be what I want. I want to try placing like a light box somewhere. I feel like I want to do that at the very top. Somehow make that work the way I want it to. Okay, yeah, we'll do flower pots in here. Surprisingly, only certain spots will work. Like I can do a flower pot there, but I can't do it here. Or can't do it right. So you can't do it like, wait. There's something weird going on with that. That should not be doing like that. I could get where it's like maybe the seam, but like it's doing it there and I'm not on some kind of seam. Fine, I'm gonna do it kind of like that in the middle. Okay, then we'll go. Well, okay, there's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's gonna. I mean, that's probably how it's gonna end up being in the end. Anyway, I did bring for 8, but me. Visibility at times is the problem. That's not lined up quite right. See if I can do better looking right at it. Okay. That might work suitably enough. The white background makes it so hard to see with this, with the blueprint ghost. That's about as good as I think I'm gonna get it. So we'll get some flowers in here like that. Yeah. That's about as good as I will get it. I'm not gonna even try to get more precise than that. We are kind of limited in certain aspects. Now, how can I get this? Like bots. Oh great, hang on. Okay, yeah, I gotta be in there, because if I'm in here, apparently that throws off. That might be part of what's causing the issue. Is that it may be the way the sections are done with this, how they built it. There may be some crisscross of segments. So, depending on where you are, you end up with a, you end up with something that causes a misalignment to everything else. Oh, I was gonna get some water. Oh, I can't drink from this water. No fish water, but the fountain water is fine. Try that one. We'll see how that works. And of course it's outside. Apparently I can build through the glass in this one. There. We'll see what happens. It's probably gonna be something I take out, but oh well. It's at least something to try with it. And I can't see it from here. That would have been interesting to see like a little speck of light up there for it. Oh. Check on this. Another one. No. See, this is why I use the mod. This is frustrating. Like, if it would automatically start researching when you put the resources in, then, you know, they could do, like I've said before, where they could make on that each tile for the inventory space of the extractor or the sequencers could be an independent thing where they could choose, like, oh, I want this tile to request fertilizer. And then when it outputs, it would get picked up. Because if you just say demand fertilizer, it's going to fill up with fertilizer. And you're going to be sitting there with fertilizer filling up the whole thing and not giving you what you need. See those drones going in, knocking that out. That should start getting some of these launched again. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. I mean, notice I was 171-ish, I think, earlier when I placed an order. And I'm already back up to almost that same amount. So I'm not doing too bad on the money. You know, if I did just AFK for this, and there's a mod for AFK where it all consumes food and water to keep you alive. I mean, I could let this run for a few hours while I'm gone somewhere and come back and have 400,000 tokens fairly readily, I think. Exercise bike, you know, treadmill. I'm gonna have to, oh yeah, I may have to do a I may have to build a larger complex. I may have to change that. Ooh, or you know what, I know what I'll do. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's try this. Go back here. And now, I just realized I gotta be able to get outside too. Actually, oh, that snaps. Okay. How's that snap? That's not snapping now. Because it's doing that. That's not what I want. Fine. I'll go this way. What? Oh. Probably good if I actually went outside. No, I don't want that. I'll have to bring the supplies to do like a standalone little room, one of the single compartments. Alright, that's what I'll have to do. Yep. And now I can't get back inside, so we'll just go this way. Watch my base slowly fill in. Supplies, and maybe this will work this time. do like that again. Climb out. Now, do it like that. And then, what the? Okay, oh, I know what happened. I used my iron in the inventory, of course, instead of just pulling from the container, so I'm short a couple of iron now. One more try. And I just realized that, you know, I took the ladder out, so now I'm gonna be doing this again, because that would just taken that. But now, snap. See how that snaps more appropriately to the middle of it. And I'm gonna do the door here. Sometimes the door and the windows cause like the little purple artifact thing, so you end up with this weird looking outside piece, and I don't want that. So now, for now, just do it right here in the middle. Come up. This can be the exercise area. Yeah, come up here. You know, I got, you know, my bike. I can sit here, do my exercise, give myself a treadmill, you know, over here, do some exercise, got a view, get some sun on me, you know. Honestly, that's probably the best view right there, is that whole area. Yeah, this will be the exercise area. So give me that and maybe some couch, you know, lounging options up there. I'm still waiting for a customizable corner sofa. Doesn't work if we got it, if we can only customize one part of it. If we want to do a corner sofa that, you know, connects them. Just saying. Well, you know what? Let's see. I do. Yeah, I may do that so I can have the wall. But of course, it is just me here, so I shouldn't have to worry about having a door. I could do the interior wall, though, which is supposed to be an interior wall. Why that's considered the interior, I don't know. And it should be going along one of these frames. So you could add an extra wall in here. That still doesn't make sense there. Big table. That may, I'm going to move that at some point. Let's see. If I go to... So from here. Okay, so I'm going to listen for... That would be there. Take a chance on... Oh, he landed me on the pipe. So I was so close. There we go. Okay, now come up here, got all this, and it doesn't feel like I'm bumping into something in the middle. Yeah, it creates that, which if I could do a wall right there, it would give me a nice little partition. Again, the fact that we don't have a way to add our own wall along these frames. Customizing, I still don't know how that hasn't been done. There's got to be something that they'd have to redo the entire design to make that work. But they should do it. That should be done. I need a kitchenette and stuff like that. But right now I need some water. Okay. Now I got a little baby dome up there. The side. There we go. Let's see. What does I need? Hologram projector. We're going to use that. I'm just not sure what yet. But you know what? We can go ahead and put it over here for a moment. And then... I don't know. I need a suggestion. What's a good hologram? What would be a good one to have over there? Yeah, let's take that one out. Let's see. Does it show right? I feel like if you did this here, it should have some kind of thing in there to take the basis off of it. You know, don't show the base. Just show the animal. I feel like that should be a thing in there. It's like if you do one of these, it automatically removes the base of it. Same with these. Any of that goes in this, it should remove the base of the design and let you just have it there. Same like the seed packs. It should show the seed image or the plant image. I think would be good. Let's do the food. Yeah, never mind. Bad idea. Trade space rocket. Since I've already got a trade space rocket. Uh-huh. You know what? We'll just throw that there for that. Oh, that looks horrible. It looks like it's just a platform. Yeah, I don't know. I got something like that. It should just be, yeah, we put something in and it has like some adjustment to it for that. Like, it's a good concept. I mean, they used it in No Man's Sky. You can make the little display and you can put like a creature and choose one from your encyclopedia or whatever, and it'll show a nice little creature there. But the creature, you know, it moves and stuff instead of just rotating around. In that case, forget the moving. We could at least have it where it's like, here's the thing. I remember at one point, maybe I'm thinking of what they did before the statues. At one point, I felt like we had dolls, like little figurine type things that were not on like little platforms, display platforms. Oh, I know what. It's a worthwhile sacrifice for the visual effect for right now. And it gives me a reserve. Bulky egg thing. Planet viewer. We're definitely going to have that. That will be probably something. I'll move it around somewhere over here as part of that. I'll take the kitchenette and, well, I need to redo this too. Why not take advantage of the new stuff? See how that like fits to it. That don't look too bad actually. Take that out, because instead of putting that in the corner, I'm gonna put this to the corner. Okay, there's that. And I don't want to actually like, okay, it decided to rotate on me. There, that. And where's the thingy? There's the thingy. Boom. I got like a little countertop thing. We got some storage. We got food production. And then a little mini fridge, which I just, yeah, there we go. The saving lag again. This gives me at least, feels like an actual kitchen little setup here. Some more food storage. Can it? It can. Look at that. It kind of looks weird being embedded in there, but hey, it works. So you can place the fridge on top of the cabinet. It's good. Good little bit of information if you needed it. Not sure why you'd want the bonsai tree, but there, but you know, if you did, you could do that. Okay. And that is, of course, the tree seed. So we need a slightly bigger pot than that. That's good for desktop. That is not good for putting something where you want like a little tree that kind of can go up to the ceiling. I would like a little mini tree that can go to the ceiling kind of thing. That, you know what, that's gonna actually be good because I'm gonna have one more wedwo seed in the end than what I was planning on. So I could put one in to that thing on the table. What else can I do? I need to use decoration stuff. I haven't been doing enough of that. I am gonna move. Oh, you know what? Trash can. There we go. We need a trash can. Go next to the recycler. Yeah. Actually, oh, it's the same thing. So the trash can works like the shredder, just half the capacity. Well, that's kind of, you know, a smart way to do it. That means you can actually have, instead of having 2 shredders, let's look at the cost. Trash can is 1 silicon compared to that. 18 energy per second to 0 energy per second. Oh man, that's like, that feels, you know, like a little tricky thing. Because yeah, it's a smaller button, hard to hit, but, and it's half the size, but if you're automating it, no power consumption. Granted, you know, you're going to unlock this from some of the later wrecks, so you're going to probably have to wait to get this till after you got the shredder anyway. But that is kind of an interesting aspect that you could just be like, you know what, here's this. Load it up with stuff. Yeah, that's interesting that it's that cheap. If you need a lot of shredders, if one's not doing it, just build some cheap trash cans and do that. You could even like separate out the which items go to which, and it's cheaper than the shredder. That's crazy. I feel like that was a oversight right there. You know, we're gonna put it kind of to the side, like I was working over here and jumped up, and maybe move it a little bit further out. Yeah, so I can still get to stuff, but I have the seat. Don't I have change color? I was like, I know I can change color on it. Come on now. Oh yeah, we're not gonna go too bright. If we go too bright, we lose the texture look to it. So we gotta have a little bit of texture for it to kind of show through. There we go. Boom. Of course, now I got stuff in the way. I feel like that'd be a good one to put it right here where you sit down and now you can just watch your consoles, your screens, if you had it all arranged for the right position. Okay, that's going to Aquila, so that is taking care of that. That's somewhat filling up. Still not fast, but it's working. The library. It's a library that I cannot interact with, and we don't have books. We had books. I could expect that if I could open it and use it for display stuff, in addition to the display cases, I could get it. I don't get that. It's just like, it's a library, but there's nothing to actually put with it. It's shelves. It's like that. It's shelves. Just regular shelves. Don't call it anything else. That's all it is. I just want to see how I can place something on it. Okay, so I can put them up here, like that. Nice. Obviously, that's still going to be blocked, but, you know, you can put your monitors up here, and then you can have decorative stuff. If we had, like, pens, notepads, things we could pick up, you know, the decorations mod for Subnautica, where it gave us stuff where we could make, like, okay, here's a manila folder kind of thing, do stuff like that. If we had features like that in this, I could totally see using the fancier desktop to put your monitors up top. Then you can have like stuff to make it look like you got, you know, here's your tablet, your PDA, stuff like that. That would work really well. Right now, I just don't see it being that much of an advantage versus the regular desktop. Also, why are they not side by side? Desktop. Why don't you put them together? Seems like that would be the thing to do. Put them together. And for now, I'll just put this here. I think I am going to kind of go with a vault type setup for this. I mean, good bit of storage. I don't need that much. It's just to be like, here's my vault. And the flat back to it could actually be useful for creating a wall look to it. Yeah, I might do that. Might use that to create like a little wall section. Should be done. I want to make sure at least get my red woes taken and put in place. That should be the last one I need, I think. No, one more. So this one that's being produced right now, when it's done, I can go swap out all those tree spreaders. Okay, I gotta go ahead and do the exercise bike and the treadmill. I gotta go ahead and put those in. And I'm gonna do, even though I can't color change it, we'll do a color, we'll do a couch up there. I just want to see if I can line it up the way I want it to look. So, in the nice looking spot, actually, I may put them right here and just do a straight, here's a full-blown, here's a window, you know, for right there. So here's, you know, you get up here on the treadmill or on the bike and you've got a view straight out the window of all that. And then you get done working out, you need a moment to kind of relax for a second, kind of cool off. I can line it up right. That kind of, ooh. Kind of hard. I feel like that, I think that's it, yeah. Yeah, that edge and that edge. Still not quite right, but... cool down. Actually, funny enough, you know, we still never get to take off our suit, even though we're inside, oxygenated. So this, it feels like that would be an uncomfortable thing to exercise. Wearing your suit. You know, it's breathable atmosphere too, so... I mean, the jetpack helps. But I feel like this is where we could see that, I want to say, because No Man's Sky is just whatever you are, you know, however you design it. But in Starfield, you have your suit, and then you have your regular clothes. So when you run into a breathable atmosphere, like in a town, or something like that, you're just wearing your regular clothes. But when you're out in like a combat situation, whatever, you got your suit on, or you're in a, you know, not breathable atmosphere, like where you need the suit, then you have the suit on. I feel like that could be a fun thing to have, where we now lose our suit when we come inside, or we're in a oxygenated environment in the end. You could toggle the suit on and off. So is there an option for that? Granted, that kind of takes away the... Well, I guess part of it is also the whole gear setup. You still need that. At least let us, like, you know, if we do this, maybe have this where we can click on it and it shows like our, you know, a character that's pedaling or walking on a treadmill. You don't want to be sweating in your suit any more than you have to be. So that's my point on it. I feel like I want to go ahead and set up maybe the bed location before I get too far along. Oh, good. They're launching steadily now. So that means it should be getting enough supplies for what I need. Okay, I don't know why that one went in. There we go. Come on. There. Start sequence. Let me double check. Yeah. Sometimes if you click away too quickly, it's like, oh, never mind. I'm not gonna worry about that. Terraforming. Let's get this jungle of ugly mushrooms removed. And the only reason I'm doing 8 all clustered together is the fact that optimizers in the middle. Now this is already looking better. Look at that. Instead of it just being a literal like mass of just like rainforest type, everything's just piled together on top of it. These are growing in little clusters, which is really what it should be for even the other ones. Oh, and that is spreading way. Look how far out I'm getting these compared to the other ones. But they are spreading out. They are growing in little clusters instead of just being this whole area is one big set of trees. And even with this, look at that. I'm still going to be able to easily walk through. That is so much better. It really is. I don't like that these are growing right here, but you know, that's going to be much nicer. Yeah, go with the redwood trees. Those are definitely the better ones to go with. Tree seeds. Alright, I'm gonna do all but one for a moment, because I want to see how it looks with this one. Give it time to grow, kind of, you know, at least have a look at it. I need to start doing some more animal designs too. We've got, I think, some new animal species things. Again, it'd be great if you could sort these a little bit differently instead of just being animal or genetic traits. I got species 1, 2, and 5. I wish the icon would at least reflect which type it is, so I don't have to go to the stupid wiki to look this up, because I am going to look this up. Genetic trait. Let's see. I find it. Okay, not bioluminescence. We need color, species. All right, so I've got, what is it, 1, 2, and 5. So I've got the Sharky, the 8-legged amphibian, Alika, or Alisa, the little 4-legged cat, and then number 5 is the 4-legged ox, Mythus. The beetle I'm missing, Snoober. The deer I'm missing, Tilopina. And then we've got 6-legged lizard, like, from Humble. 4-legged crab, Karachnid, on Aqualis. And Arbatillo, 2-legged armadillo-like. Is that the little birds? They're armadillo-like birds, which is number 8 species. Okay. So I'm missing those. I do not have all those unless they're sorting weirdly for some reason along that. Let's just see. Sort. I shouldn't even have like. Okay, that's 1. Oh, 2. 8. There we go. Okay, something got pulled in somewhere into that. Variant. Yeah. See, it's got trait and variant are the same, or the species and variant are the exact same. You know, image. They should be different. So I was about to say I should have 8 because I've been poking those things. Let's see, beetles. Trying to think of where the beetles are for here. I know we got the little amphibian ones down here. I know where they are in Humble. The deer. Okay, I know the deer. Let's go get the deer. I'm trying to think what's... I know what. Oh, I can eat and drink. Super alloy. Oh, that's time to pick back up. Alright, let's go. The deer are always up here in that area. And the little monkeys are down this way. Might as well go ahead and grab some of them too. Go on in the area. The beetles. I'm trying to think on the beetles where they go. I know where the ops ones are. They're in that one of the newer areas. The big desert area that's got the little oases. I'm trying to remember where the beetles came in. So it's not this. I know I haven't seen any through here, and it's not wasteland. And it's not the. Where this is not my doing right here, these ugly trees. So but there's my first deer. Another deer. Oh dear. So the deer are here. We got the amphibians along the shoreline, the coast area where my base is. Don't remember there being any in the magma area, though that could be a good spot for the, I guess, the beetles because of their hardened exoskeletons. I cannot remember where the deer or the beetles come in. I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, this was a decent area last playthrough for the base. It's just the not flat area was a problem. And oh, I remember the problem I had, the biggest frustrating thing, because I was making a whole light box thing. I was going to make my own like little pixel presentation of my mascot, and the light boxes lost their colors during like an update or something, because I left and came back later, and the light box colors had all changed. Like it just jumbled up. the light box color settings, and then they just started going to black, and I was like, I give up. I have yet to be through here. Boy, I got some explosives while I was, you know, looting some of these. That should be caves, the red mushroom caves. And I don't remember there being beetles in there either, but I could be remembering wrong. Oh, the beetles were down here. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to stop and look. Because I would like to get it where, you know, at least one of each type. I mean, we got animal fuses now. Or I got a fuse. So what I would like to do is pick a spot near the base, so easier delivery of food. But I could do the same arrangement of 8 animal spots. But what I do is I have them where they're facing out, so the animals kind of wander around facing out. Don't do that. And then with that, I can, in the middle, put, of course, the optimizers and boost the animal production on this planet even further. Because those are, the animal shelters produce a lot in terms of animal biomass. Only because I want to just keep pushing my terraformation index as high as I can until we get the next DLC. Which, of course, I will buy. Pretty much, we know their DLCs are worth it. I think I'm just gonna do it like this instead, so I can kind of keep these for a moment. So species 1, species 3, that's good. And that's it. So I got 1 and 3, so I at least got some other ones. Space foot, Roro. What was that? Okay. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So I'm missing 4, 6, and 7. Genie will be right back. Okay. I didn't leave that open. Let me pull it back up. 4 is the 4-legged beetle-like ones, which I can find from looting. Haha. But did not get any so far. I seriously cannot remember where they are. But snoobers! Okay, need those. And then 6 and 7. 6 is humble, 6-legged lizard. And 7 is a qualis 4-legged crab, which I'm not going to worry about qualis till I can easily get back there. So, ooh, yeah, 180,000. I'm actually above what I was earlier at the start of the live stream. I've already made back all the money I spent, all the tokens, and more. So yeah. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. We're coming up. I've got to call it pretty much right after 3 hours today, because I've got to take my mom and my little cousin out to dinner. My cousin's about to start school, or about to go to college. And she leaves for college on the 19th, so she wanted to get to see us one more time, so we're taking her out to dinner. So I've got a hard cut on when I gotta be out of here today. So I gotta get done with that and get some other stuff done before I go. So what was that I just did? Oh yeah, I ordered that, so I need 6 more. I was like, I know there's something I'm supposed to be also producing. There, that will go to Selenia. And give me another decked out floor of stuff. Oh man, that's still piling back up. No more golds, though. Okay, you know, zeolite. I'm gonna take some. Or I'm just gonna go ahead and take a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll have some of the supplies there. And the water, not so worried about. I got plenty of water there. I'll just go ahead and get over there. Oh, and I have a completed floor, so I will need iron and cobalt. You know, I cannot remember the colors yet. Nope, yep. Humble, I think, was gray. So Selenia is green. And Prime is orange. Prime orange because it's a big, dusty, you know, orange planet when we start. Selenia turns into, you know, kind of a green planet. Prime, or Humble, I guess, because of the cold initially, and the kind of bland starting area is gray, was the kind of the idea. Like a silverish gray. Oh yeah, I went way too wide on those. I may move that. Yeah. So at some point I'll remember the color scheme for each of the portals, so I won't have to be like, you know, re-trigger the portal each time. Yeah, that's too far over. I not need to be that far over. There you go. There you go. Because I like to see my silkworms jiggling. Yeah, let's go dump some of this so I have plenty. Actually, first, see how I'm doing on silk. Alright, got another 10, at least. So that is picking up here. In terms of, I think I pulled too much water, that's fine. It is picking up in terms of silk larva production here. So I am producing more silk larva through the, just through the ecosystems. Alright, and that's all 10 that I can do. Oh, maybe that's all I need is just to automate everything around the ecosystems. And, you know, now I think about it, I gotta look again when I get back. Did I fix the problems with the ecosystems at Prime, to where they're not showing all the fungus trees? Because if they're showing the nice tall redwood trees, then oh yeah, look, there you go. Well, actually, no, not all of them. There's still some fungus over there. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I still have a couple of fungal remnants. You know, I I tried to get rid of the fungus. It didn't work. I may have to go with something antifungal on this. Oh, now imagine how tall the trees are to come all the way up here. That's... Oh yeah, I'm getting some of those. They're spreading all over the place now. So basically, every spot where it's like, hey, here goes the ugly mushroom trees. Now we get the nice big redwood, super tall trees. Again, they're easier to get around, so I don't have a problem with that. Though, that may be one I go and swap, like, alternate in some of the other ones. The golden trees from Humble. Because I can't remember what their percentage is, but I may mix them in a bit just to get a little nice visual for that. Oh yeah, I took the suits up, so... Well, let's just do that. Let's just see, can I have not actually tried that before, as a suit. There's not a suit icon. I can't request the suits or posters. It'd be great to have just a generic icon for the suits and posters. You know, one suit, one poster selection. You just choose that, and anything that matches, kind of like the genetic traits. That would actually be really good in this case. Give me a way to say, hey, if I drop off a suit, send it here. And I don't have that. Okay. Well, great. See how long we got. 150 seconds. And I'll be back to about 100,000. Just over 100,000 tokens. I mean, that's... I'm from there to here. I am still not as high up as the top of the trees. If I had known that, I might have built this even taller. Which I built it coming off of this spot here by the golden crate. So I guess I could have said, well, you know, because the trees, if I had known that, I'm going to build up from here. So this is even taller. Because that'd be kind of neat to be building above where the trees spawn or grow from the ecosystems. And then it's, oh, hey, look at that. They all fall, like, fit right up underneath the whole platform. Just kind of perfectly tucked in underneath the platform. See which one of these gets launched first. The one that just landed or the one they were already trying to fill up. Okay, obviously those were coming from that one straight ahead of me. It looks like they're going there. Seems like an awful lot of trips to that one for it to still have not launched again. Okay, I see some going across to that one. And then changing direction. Yeah. Come on, don't tell me he's getting to that. Stuck with 2 at the end. 2. Yeah. That's full. That's empty. Seriously need my phosphorus to pick up. Oh well, let's see. I am... Oh, there it is. There's the money's gone out. So they already took all of it. Yeah. Fuses. Production multiplier fuse. Time to deck out another floor of silk generators. I think somebody's sleeping and dreaming. Or was till I stopped and looked at them. Alright. So... there we go. Another floor of maxed out. Well, not maxed out. I mean, I could still put even more. I could go 1, 2, 3 in the middle, 2 on each floor. You know, just another. Let's see, maybe half. So I mean, there are 45,000 tokens per floor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. So 180,000 tokens. You know, I could go ahead and spend right now to go and do that. You know, it's just tokens. It's just fake money. Okay, that's at least, yeah, I got something going there. I'm going to see if I could also get some time in between now and next stream to go and get the other, at least from the places I can really travel to through the portal. Get the other animal species, leaving just the crabs on the Qualis. I'm not in a hurry to get crabs. We'll go ahead and say that. So I'll see if I can get some more of those for the genetic traits, so we can maybe do a setup of, you know, some animals and some more animal species next time. I have to see about upping the food quality as well for them. What was it? Oh, no! I don't want to consume silkworms for that. I need them for other stuff. I mean, that is I mean, more health. I'm not sure where the health really... I mean, I guess it takes longer for them to drain to need it to eat again, but that is 1,000 multiplier instead of a 500% multiplier, but still, I don't want to have to consume silkworms for that. It's like, I'm not producing them readily enough right now. For that, I'm gonna have to really up things to do that. Oh, that was nice. Look, it's spreading the little mini mushroom seeds from the bonsai box until I walk up. Then it's like, oh, never mind. No, yeah, look, no, it's fine. It's right here. It's just in there. The roots are sticking out. That's not good. That's sticking through. I feel like that's not polished right for this. It did not get tested properly in that use. I think I would have, you know, if I was the dev and tested that and saw that, I'd been like, okay, we gotta fix this so it don't stick out. That just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna go with the red woo tree. That would hopefully just be a single one sticking up. Just a really big tall one right there. And have that. And now it actually feels a lot more lush here. I feel more like I'm in a forest, because look how much the trees, I mean, right there. I can see the trees all the way over there, all the way there. I'll have to get up at a certain angle to see them. They're really spreading out. That is a much nicer looking. It feels like I'm in a large forest. I definitely like that. I do still want to try maybe the little white trees from Humble too at some point. The white trees of well, White Tree of Minas Tirith, which was, you know, Lord of the Rings. We got that in the movies. But yeah, something like that. I'm going to have to play with it. But again, I got to actually wrap up right now, right at the 3-hour mark, because I've got to go and get some other stuff taken care of for family dinner tonight. Jimmy? Hey. No, you wait. Oh. Ah, so sleepy, so tired, been sick this morning, so now he's like, I'm sleeping. Oh, you want something? Give me grubs. Big scratchies. Big old scratchies for the fat belly. I just need like a camera right here too on him so you can see the look he gives me. There. Now. Well, no more. Rally me. I was trying to get you in position on the camera. How about that? Okay. Alright, now that I've got that done, I'm gonna go ahead and look real quick. The thing, the Star Rupture playtest. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh wow, that is a bigger install than I thought it would be. 44 gigs. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna start it now, let it kind of run a little bit in the background. I'll see what I think of it, and I'll make sure to try to remember to give my thoughts on it next week. If it wasn't such a big download and I didn't have to do stuff and be somewhere, then I was, you know, we'd try to catch a little bit of it. And if I had caught it, if I had seen some notification from Steam saying, hey, you got invited by Jenny for this, I would have just planned on that today. But yeah, I didn't see it. Steam did not give me a notification for that, like literally nothing. So I don't know why that happened, but yeah, I'll let it download at some point. It just says starting download, and that's it. But yeah, if I get a chance to play it out, I'll let you know what I think of it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, just because it's coming from Creepy Jar. They did a really good job with Green Hell for what it is. But that is going to be it for today. Thanks everybody, Jenny, Jason, Felonius, everybody else that joined in and just sat in the shadows. Let's see who else. Back up. Sticks, Annihilator, and Backwoods Gaming as well. Thank you for joining in. We'll do this again next week. More Planet Crafter. Unless something else comes out that is, like, you know, worth just jumping in. Again, if I had known about the Star Rupture, we would have done that today. But Steam just did not give me any notification at all. And I don't get that. That's weird. But, yep, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Go enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Have a good week, and we will see you next time.